What's up, everybody? This is the Man Philly, and today we're going to be learning how to prep and paint these rims. These are off of my Hyundai Genesis in the back right here. I just bought it. There's a few little body parts that need to be fixed on it, but we can take care of that. So I'm going to get right into what you're going to need for this project, and it's going to be great. Okay guys, so first of all, what you're gonna need is your rims. So, I mean, this goes for any car. Any car. You can paint the rims on any of your vehicles. Unless you got steel wheels, because I mean, it really wouldn't make sense, but if you wanna do that, go for it. But first, you need the rims. I'm gonna go ahead and get to what you need to prep, which is to get down some of the bad parts, some of the rock chips. I'm gonna be using 120 grit right here. I've got these little bitty pads, 120 grit, and that's gonna take those out pretty fast. You don't need anything past that, like 80 grit, because I mean, you don't need to take too much material off. It's just a little rock chip. So you're also gonna need your multi-prep surface cleaner. You're gonna need your primer of any choice. You're gonna need your paint. Mine is a special color, Hyper Silver. And then I'm also, to finish it off, you're gonna need some 1500 grit. You can get it from anywhere. I got this from Walmart. All this stuff can come from O'Reilly's. So let's get into actually doing the process of prepping the surface. If I was too fast on the explanation of what you need, just comment and ask, and I will see it. This one, I've already repaired massive amounts of curb rash. I do that in another video on the channel that's posted before this one, but we're gonna get into this. This rim looks really good, but it had massive amounts of curb rash. So I fixed every little piece, any rock chips, like we've got a little something right here. Sand that down flat. Okay. But you're gonna go around, find any imperfection with this 120 grit, and you're gonna take it out. Like on these, let's see if I can see it in the camera. I don't know if you can see, but there's some let's see if that can outline it more. There's some area of clear coat that's peeling off. That's another reason why these need to be redone. And so I'm gonna go right here, and I'm really gonna smooth this out so it doesn't have a lip. Well, it doesn't have a massive lip, and it's just gonna peel off, because then it wouldn't be worth anything. So we're gonna go over this right here. Starting to feel pretty flat, and once we go over it with that 1500 grit, it's really gonna take it out. So make sure you're going with the lines. Don't be sanding on the edges too much, because you don't want to take that down and have like a little wavy wheel. It wouldn't look as good as it should. But that rim, I've already completed that rim over there. So we'll be spraying both of these at the same time still. So just making sure there's I'm really trying to even it out. Okay, I can't feel that anymore. I'm gonna go and move on to the next. So I'm gonna go ahead and take care of all of this damage, and I will get back with you. Okay, and now, once you've taken care of all the bad spots, you're gonna go over the whole thing with this 1500 grit. So I'm gonna do that, and you'll see the result. All right, so next, we've got all this prepped and sanded. Next, I'm gonna spray it down. Okay. Okay. Use this stuff in a well-ventilated area, please. And then what I'm gonna do, is start wiping it off. And then that surface is gonna be ready. It smells like oranges. Stuff is fast drying. Just make sure you go over everything. Get it all cleaned off. I'm gonna switch to a new towel also. Okay, she is now ready for paint. I'm gonna do the same with this black one over here. And we're gonna find a good place to set these rims. And then we'll start putting the primer on. Okay, I've got both of them prepped. Now you're ready to start taping around the edges. What I do, I get a whole thing of note cards from Walmart, just the little note pages for school, and I just stick them around the edge right here. And it works very well. Or you can get literally some playing cards. It doesn't matter. As long as it's gonna cover that tire up and you're not gonna look silly with a painted tire, you should be fine. All right, where we're gonna start priming. I'm using an automotive primer, sandable primer. I'm trying to move around the wheel and get all angles. Let me try to get around the edge right there easily. Okay. Okay. Seems to be good for that wheel. Which we're gonna get along all them posts. And you're gonna want, when you start, you want to go all the way to the finish. Start, go all the way to the finish, and then let off the spray. You don't want to just stop midway or you're not going to have an even coat. So if there's one little spot that you missed, just go from edge to edge. Same for this one. And with these, I'm replacing the TPMS sensors, so that's why I'm not covering them up with tape or anything, and also that stuff gets in the way. Fix this little pad right here. It's kind of trying to blow away. And don't worry if you've missed some spots on the other corners. You're gonna turn and just go over it again. Keep a steady distance. Don't go in and out. Okay. Okay, now we just have to let that stuff dry. And then we can sand down with the 1500 grit or 2000 grit I'm gonna go with the 1500. So we're gonna let this stuff dry, and I'll get right back to you after we sand this first part down. All right, so what you're gonna do next, I've got this sitting on one of a spare donut tire, and after you get that primed and everything, what you're gonna do, you're gonna get you some, this is the best stuff right here. You're gonna get you some 1500 grit sandpaper, and you're gonna go over that primer and really smooth the primer out, which these are very smooth. I've got the other one right over there, and we're almost ready to start painting this. So next, I'm gonna take, this is after you've gone over it with the 1500 grit, every single surface, and gotten it smooth. You're gonna get your surface cleaner and wipe it down with a microfiber towel, and then you're finally gonna be ready for paint. So I'm gonna get this wiped down, and I'm gonna get the cards all around it so I can start painting, and I'll get back to you. All right, I just finished shaking it, and now we're gonna start with the first coat. Oh yeah, beautiful. This looks way better than I thought too. Make sure you wear protection for your nose so you don't breathe in the harsh chemicals. I'm gonna move to this one over here. Okay, we've got the first coat on there. I'm gonna let this dry for a couple of minutes, then I'm gonna go in with the second one. All right, we're gonna go for the second coat now. It's been a good few minutes. Trying to get the edges pretty good. It's gonna be hard to get them smaller creases too. Okay, I'm gonna try to get on this other side too. Try not to stir up any dust. Okay. harder to cover. I'm trying to even this out now. Okay, that's doing pretty good. That's doing very good. All right, I'm gonna coat that other wheel over there. And then I'll get back with you for the third coat, and the third coat should be it for this paint. Okay. Y'all are a little crooked. This is the third and final coat of this paint. Trying to get all the corners now. Make sure I've gotten most of everything. Okay. Now this one is finished. I'm gonna move on to the next one, and then we'll start putting that that clear coat on there. Okay. Next, we're gonna go for the two things of clear coat. This comes in the kit. If not, they've got clear coat at O'Reilly's if you're using like a different paint color or you're not using a kit like I'm using. So I'm gonna be putting two heavy coats. It said put wet coats on there, so that's what I'm gonna do. And also, if you don't want to get paint or overspray behind in the wheel back here, just tape up underneath all right there. But for me, it doesn't matter. That's just overspray. It'll come off pretty easily, and I'll just take the time and clean it off, because it's really hard to prep it and then keep it clean at the same time that you're prepping it with underneath right like that. So I'm gonna throw a really wet coat on here. And also, when you're painting, always test your spray to see, test your spray it to see if your nozzle is messed up or not. Because one time I went to spray a while ago, a long time ago, I went to spray and then it just shot blobs of paint all over there. So make sure you check to see if it's spraying right. So we're gonna throw, once again, wear your mask. I'm gonna go from this angle, and then I'm gonna turn around and go from another angle. Okay, now I'm gonna be going, trying to get this angle. This stuff smells kind of good. Trying to get all the creases first. And for this, it says wait 20 minutes between each coat. Let me think of any spots that I would have missed. And I'm gonna go around the edge. Two. And the reason I'm spraying so much, it said heavy coats. Okay. Well, that's it for this coat. I'm not going to show you the other coat. I'll show you the finished product, but I'll get back with you when both of them are finished. There's a bug right there. So, okay guys, this is the end result of that second clear. And we're gonna be going over these also with some polish and stuff, so. But they look very good. They look way better than they did with all that curb rash on there. I'm gonna get back to you when they're on the car and have a little video for you. Okay everybody, they're on the car now. They look absolutely amazing. I mean, you can see depth, and they're very smooth. What I did, I went and got the center caps and buffed those out a little bit. All I did was put some buffing cream on them and put them against the buffer, and they ended up coming out really good, even though they're not amazing condition. But this is a little project car, so everything looks so good. I'll get a closer look for you before the video ends, but thank y'all so much for watching. These wheels look brand new. They don't have any curb rash now. And if you like this content, if you like DIYs or vlogging or POVs, this is the channel for you. So thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.